You do what for a living?
Some people have strange jobs.
We do the 97.3 Breakfast Show, Bianca, Terry and Bob.
That's what we do for a living, but we're not testing urine.
We are not, indeed. If you had on your business card, what do you do for a living? I am a forensic HR specialist. You'll be doing what Dale Kennett does, because he actually does drug tests in workplaces for employees to make sure they're not cheating the system or cheating, I guess, the stipulations of the workplace. To explain his very unusual job, we're joined by Dale. G'day, mate.
Hey, good morning. How are we?
I'm well, and I'm not incriminating myself in any way when I ask, is my workplace actually entitled to give me a drug or alcohol test, or do they have to stipulate that in my agreement?
No, they don't have to put it in the agreement. They've just got to have a policy that says that they do conduct drug and alcohol testing.
So are more and more places finding that people are coming up positive for drugs? Is this why this has got sort of out of hand?
Yes, it is. It's getting so much more out there, and I'm detecting so many more. Doesn't matter what day of the week, I'm getting detections,
Wow.
and everyone are just trying to delay it. You know, I can have somebody be with me for like 3 hours, trying to pretend that they can't pee.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we've heard a lot about ice in the workplace and things like that. Has that become much more important with you as well?
It has, because ice goes out of the system so quickly that it's better to use. You know, marijuana, if you're a heavy marijuana smoker, you can smoke regularly, and it can take 3 months for that to get out of your system.
Hey Dale, I recognise the importance of all of this as well, and I'm not, by no means looking for loopholes, but honestly not, but I'm just saying, does the workplace have to stipulate what drugs it's looking for, and if they find proof of recreational drugs, isn't that potentially none of their damn business until something goes wrong? No, because on a technicality, if the policy is written correctly, it should be written in regards to the terms of drugs of abuse. If you go to work and say that you were not feeling well, and so you sort of say, God, I've got this headache, and you say to your co-host there to sort of say, look, do you have any Panadol? And she goes, yeah, great, I've got a Panadine Forte. Here, you take that. Yep. You take that Panadine Forte. Because that script's not for you, you are now taking a drug of abuse. Oh.
Whoa. I think a lot of people had no idea about any of this.
Yeah.
But there are so many interesting things in drug and alcohol. One of the things that amazes me is that the laboratories, when they're doing the calibration of their equipment, they use a real urine that comes from a Utah church community from their children. So I think the children are about 12-year-olds, and those children have to wee, and that wee is collected, and that is used to calibrate the machines.
Because that wee would be holy wee, because these kids would just have broccoli and nothing else.
Potentially so.
Wow! I'm as clean as the kids.
To get rid of people.
I'm as clean as the kids from the church in Utah, so I think we might need to find out a little bit more about this, Terry. Coming up in part 2 of You Do What for a Living, where we speak to Dale Kennett, who is a forensic HR specialist.
Yeah.
Basically,
now you're in trouble.
He goes into places and does random drug tests. Coming up next in part 2, wait till you hear what people are sticking down their pants to help make sure they don't test positive.
27 degrees and mostly sunny today.
Bobby?
And it comes in a range of options.
A range of colours.
Do tell. Full moon fever. It's a full moon. We've got 97.3 Brisbane traffic next.